Hello everyone, and I'm Preeti. Today I'm going to explain to you a networks socket programming using Python. So here we are going to discuss on how to implement an Echo client and Echo server application using TCP socket in Python. So as we all know, server is a software which accept the request and it do the service, and client is a program which request for some service from the server. So here we are going to do both client side program and server side program using TCP socket. So TCP is Transfer Control Protocol, which is reliable connection oriented protocol. So using that TCP connection, we are going to establish a connection between client and server, and we are going to implement this program using Python. Okay, so let's go to the program now. So in this program we can see here the program is Echo client and Echo server. So server has to simply echo whatever it receives and it sends back to the client. So here usually we have some application like chat where the client will be sending some messages and server will be replying with a message. But here we are not going to do like that. Simply the client will be sending the message and the server will send the same message to the client. So it is echoing back the same data to the client. That is why it is named as Echo client and Echo server. So this is what we are going to implement in Python. So in client side, first you have to create a socket. Okay, socket is a bidirectional communication which helps to communicate both the client and server. For that we need to create a socket. After creating the socket, we should connect with the server, to which server we want to connect and to which port we need to connect. So using this connect command, you need to connect it with the server, and you can use send and receive messages to send the message and receive the message from the server. At last we need to close the connection. Coming to the server side, first we need to create a socket through which the messages will be received, and then we need to bind this server with the client using bind command, and we need to use a command called listen. So listen will listen to the ports through which the client will be sending the messages. So for listening, first the server should be listening. So through the listen port, the client will be sending the messages and the server will accept it. So then next we goes to the command called accept, where it will accept the connection, where both the client and server will be connected, after which it will receive the message, receive the request from the client, and it will send it. The server will send the same message to the client. At last here also the server will close the connection. Okay, this is how the client and server is organized. Now let's see the program now. So coming to the program, this is the client side and this is the server side. So in the client side, first we need to import the socket. The socket library is available in Python. So we are going to import that, and we are importing the system. So since we are using the commands like connect, all this thing, we need to import the system library. So first we need to create a socket instance. So for that we are using the command called socket.socket. It contains two parameters. One is socket.af_inet, which represents an internet family. It is an address format AF. inet is internet, which represent IP version 4 family. Socket.sock_stream represent TCP connection. So here the second parameter represent the type. So here we are using TCP connection. So we have given sock_stream. If it is for UDP connection, we need to give sock_dgram. Okay, so now we have created a socket object and we named it as client. So after which we need to tell the server address. So for that I am creating a variable called server address. So in this I am mentioning the local host. So what is a local host? Local host refers to a local computer where your program runs. So the local host, I am giving the port number as 10,000 here. So now as in the previous slide, so we have connect command in the client side, we need to use a command called connect. So using the connect command, the client is connecting with the server address we have mentioned. And now after connecting, we can get the inputs from the user. So using a command called input of, so we will get the we will get the inputs from the user, and I'm storing into a variable called message, and I'm printing this message on the screen. Then after which I'm going to use a send all command to send the message from the client side to the server side. While it is sending, we need to encode it. Okay, since always the computer will not understand whatever the messages we are sending, it is to be encoded. The server side, it is to be decoded. So we are going to encode the message and we are sending it to the server, and we are printing the original message. Okay, so after sending the message, and I'll get the same message from the server, so I'm going to use receive command. So here I've given 1000 bytes, that means the buffer size is 1000, so it can able to receive, the buffer can receive the messages up to 1000 bytes. And while I'm receiving the message, I'm going to decode it and I'm going to store it in a data. I'm printing the same message over here, and at last I'm going to close the connection. This is the client side. Coming to the server side, so first line is import socket, where I'm importing the socket library. I'm using one more library here, system, and socket.socket. I'm creating a socket instance. I'm naming it as server here. Here we have named as client. Here we are naming that variable as server, and I'm mentioning the server address as localhost and 10,000. So in the previous slide you have seen socket. After creating a socket, you should bind, listen and accept. So here if you see, I'm going to bind it, the server address, with the program, and I'm going to listen it. Server.listen of 1 will listen to the clients. I'm printing this line waiting for a connection, after which I'm giving a command called accept, server.accept. So I'm getting it using this. When I'm giving this server.accept, it will accept the client request. It will store it in connection comma client address. Now the client address will be stored in this variable called client address. Now I'm printing connection established client address, and after which I can, once the connection is established, I can receive the messages from the request from the client. So I'm giving connection.receive. So in the previous slide also, after accept, I've given receive. So receive of 1000, I'm storing it in data, and after which I'm sending the same data to the client. So connection dot, through the connection dot send all of data, the same data is echoed back to the client. At last I'm going to close the connection with the connection with the client, and server connection also I'm going to close it. So these are the programs for Echo Client and Echo Server. So I think you understood this program. Now let's see how you are working with the Python software. Okay, so coming to the software, if you see, this is the program for client side. I have opened in Spider software. So this is a program where I have import socket system, and I'm creating a socket variable, and I'm mentioning the server address. I'm using connect command to connect with the address. I'm getting the inputs, sending the messages, after which at last I'm receiving the messages from the server, and I'm going back. Okay, now I'll open a server program also. So here in the server program, I've opened in different screen. So here also in server program Echo Server, I've stored in a Python file called echoserver.py. So here I'm creating a socket, and I'm binding it, listening it, after which I'm accepting the connection. I'm storing it in variables called connection and client address, and after creating a connection between client and server, I'm receiving it from the client, and I'm sending the same data to the client. Okay, this is what you have. Now for this, I have to run in two different terminals. So for console 1, this is console 2. That means console 1 is one terminal, console 2a is another terminal. So you can create any number of terminals by using, when you click in this, you have a new console. When you click on this, you will get another console on screen. Okay, so now we will run this program. First we will run this server program. Okay, so I'm running in this server program in this console 1. It is waiting for the connection. Now in the Echo client, I'm running this in console 1. Okay, console 2 I'm using Echo Server, and client I'm using this program. So when I run this program, client program, So here you can see that connection established. Okay, so now the client can send the messages. Hello, how are you? Okay, this is the message which is sent from the client. I'm entering it. So the sending message, original message, and echoed message, this is a message which we got it from the server. If you see this, received, this is in bytes, hello, how are you? So in different terminals you can see that this was the original message which I have sent, sending original, and this is a message which I have got it from the server. So this is the server terminal. In the server terminal I am receiving this hello, how are you? It is sending the same message to the client. So that is why it is echoed on the client screen. Okay, this is a program. This is how you have to run your client and server program. For this client you have to open one terminal. For the server you have to open one more terminal, and you can run both the programs and you can communicate with the messages. Okay, so here this is not a chat application. Since this is a simple echo client and echo server, the echo server will send the same data to the client. That is what I have done it over here. Okay, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you all.